Imagine standing on the endless plains of ancient North America. It is the year 1491. The air is still, the night sky brilliant with unpolluted stars. Then, it begins. A light, no, a fire, streaks across the heavens. The ground shakes, the sky splits open in a deafening roar. In seconds, whole forests ignite, rivers boil, herds of bison scatter in terror as the earth itself seems to scream. This is not myth. Across Native American oral histories, there are whispers of a night when the sky burned and the world changed forever. Archaeologists digging deep into charred layers of soil have uncovered evidence of a catastrophe, one so powerful it may have erased entire cultures and forever reshaped the land we now call America. Was it a comet, a cosmic accident that wiped the slate clean just before the age of exploration began? Or is there something more we have yet to uncover? For centuries, the story of the burning sky lived only in whispers. Native American oral traditions speak of a fire from the heavens that scorched the earth and turned rivers to steam. But it wasn't until modern science dug deep into the soil that the echoes of that night began to reveal themselves. Across North America, archaeologists have uncovered a strange black layer in the earth, a thin band of carbonized soil filled with tiny glass beads, melted rock, and a sudden absence of animal bones. This layer appears in sites from the Great Plains to the eastern woodlands, all dating back to around 1490 CE. It's as if a single moment swept across an entire continent, leaving a scar beneath our feet. Was it a comet fragment exploding in the atmosphere? A swarm of meteors igniting forests and cities long forgotten? Or an event so massive it erased itself from memory, leaving only clues in ash and stone? What we know for sure is this: something happened, and it changed everything. Long before science placed shovels in the earth, the story was already written in voices. Across the tribes of North America, oral histories carry memories of a night when the sky turned to fire and the ground shook like a living thing. The Pawnee tell of a burning star that fell and scorched the plains. The Ojibwe speak of long nights of smoke when the sun vanished behind ash. The Choctaw remember a rain of sparks that turned rivers to steam. These aren't isolated myths. When gathered together, they form a map of memory stretching across a continent. They hint at survival, small groups watching the world change in the blink of an eye. These stories are more than legend. They may be the last living witnesses of an event science is only now beginning to uncover. Every ember of oral history is a torch passed through generations, and when we listen closely, it feels less like folklore and more like testimony. What kind of force can scar a continent in a single night? Scientists point to two leading suspects: a comet fragment or a cluster of meteors striking the atmosphere at once. The evidence hidden in the earth: melted glass beads, sudden carbonized layers, traces of platinum, matches what we find at known impact sites across the world. But there's a critical twist: no crater, Instead, the data suggests a colossal airburst, a comet or icy body exploding high above the ground with the force of thousands of nuclear bombs. The heat wave alone could ignite forests hundreds of miles wide. Shock waves could flatten herds, villages, and riverside communities in an instant. It's an event eerily similar to the Tunguska explosion of 1908 in Siberia, only this one may have swept across an entire continent. To recreate that night, we have to combine physics, geology, and something far older, the memories carved into soil and story alike. The sky didn't just burn, it tore open. When the fire faded and the sky returned to black, what was left? Beneath the ash and silence, entire worlds had vanished. Archaeological layers tell us that some ancient settlements end abruptly around the time of the event. Pottery shards, tools, and fire-blackened structures suggest communities that were thriving one day and gone the next. Some historians believe this may have been the final blow to mound-building cultures in parts of North America, societies that shaped rivers with earthworks and traded across vast distances. Oral histories describe survivors scattering, carrying fragments of culture to new lands. It wasn't just a natural disaster, it was cultural erasure on a continental scale. Every broken artifact and charred bone speaks of lives lived, songs sung, and stories that might never be told again. In that night of fire, history itself burned. The earth remembers. Beneath our feet, the soil holds a memory of fire and sky. In site after site across North America, scientists find the same ghostly fingerprints, microscopic spherules of glass formed in unimaginable heat, sudden layers of carbonized soil, and even traces of rare elements like iridium and platinum. These are not the marks of a slow-burning fire. They are the scars of something far greater. And then there are the stories, the voices carried through centuries. Tribes separated by thousands of miles, telling eerily similar tales of burning skies and shaking earth. Science and story rarely align so perfectly, but here they weave into the same narrative. Together, they form a bridge between the data in the ground and the memories in the human heart. Every shard of melted rock, every whispered legend is an echo, and if we listen carefully, they still tell us what happened on that forgotten night when the sky itself came down. The story of the lost megafauna isn't just ancient history. It's a warning written in fire across the past. The same skies that rained ice and fire thousands of years ago still hang over us. Scientists track thousands of near-Earth objects every year, and while most pass harmlessly, a single missed fragment could change everything overnight. What the Younger Dryas impact theory tells us is unsettling. Civilization isn't required for catastrophe. Nature has hit the reset button before. The question isn't if the skies will fall again, it's when. And whether we, with all our technology and foresight, are any more prepared than the people who looked up on that night of fire so long ago. Every telescope scanning the dark is a quiet prayer. Every impact drill studying the Earth is a reminder. The past isn't gone. It's a shadow following us, and sometimes it catches up.
Above us, the same stars shine that witnessed the firestorm thousands of years ago. They are silent witnesses, watching as entire worlds rose and fell. The earth healed, forests grew back, rivers carved new paths. But the memory remained, etched in the soil, whispered in stories, and written now in science. We call it extinction, but for those who lived it, it was survival. The megafauna that vanished didn't just leave bones behind, they left us lessons in fragility. The cultures erased left us a legacy in silence, a reminder that history can change in a single night. The sky doesn't forget, it waits. Thoughtful. One day, humanity might see that fire again. The question isn't whether the sky remembers. It's whether we will.